Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hippity Hop bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, and I'm going to bring you about 4 games played by none other than vilePsY. So if you guys do not know who PsY is, he does have a channel called PsY StarCraft, so check that out. He is one of the funniest, awesome commentators for StarCraft out there right now, and he does play Zerg, and he is on Team Vile. He is going up against vileHawk, who is a teammate of his on the Vile gaming team. And yeah, they are just both awesome players. They're both Zerg players, by the way, so this is going to be a pretty intense ZVZ, if you cannot tell already from the awesomeness. Let's just take a look at their APM. Yeah, you know, these two are both friendly players, so they're not being too intense, too into it right now. But yeah, they just played a fun series of games last night, and I was lucky enough to spectate all of them pretty much when PsY was playing. So lucky me, I got into all of his games, and I definitely saved all the replays. Some of the games are just so crazy, where they do both play random and just the most wackiest builds you'll ever see come out from it. And that is a product of awesome players. So yeah, I'm going to bring you about, I think 4 games from these guys. So it's going to be, yeah, best of 4 series, something like that. But yeah, it's going to be totally awesome. And what is going on? Your side is going for a 10 pull. Kind of weirdly timed, but it's okay. I mean, he's PsY, he can kind of do whatever he wants. And yeah, looks like he's going to be scouting. He did bring his Overlord to the top base to see if he was there, and he was not there, so now he's checking down here to see if he's there, and he saw no creep, so he's going to safely assume and know that Hawk is actually on this side. So he knows that this 10 pull could do a little bit of damage, but looks like Hawk actually went for a pretty early 14 extractor, 14 pull. And I think he'll have Zerglings at the right time, and if I remember correctly, he actually does. So, kind of spoiling it for you guys there, but whatever. I mean, it'd be boring if Hawk just lost to a 10 pull, and that probably would show that he's not that great player. But he is a great player, and he is going to be able to defend this. So let's look at the production tab and see what is going on. Spawning pool is just going to finish for Hawk, and I think he spots this. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to spot this with his Overlord, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he definitely sees it coming. So he's going to be producing a few Zerglings, and here they come. Oh, looks like the Zerglings are actually going to get to his base. So Hawk needs to be careful with his drones, kind of micro them correctly. So he's going to micro them away. He's going to click the mineral patch, and what that does is lets him float through the enemies. And what he did right now was surround a couple of those Zerglings. So, ooh, a little bad micro on side, getting a little too aggressive and losing a couple of those Zerglings. And looks like PsY is going to get chased away. And a Baneling's Nest instead of a Roach Warren is going up for Hawk, which I don't know if that's the right choice, because yeah, there we go. PsY is getting that Roach Warren, and Roaches pretty much nullify Banelings. So yeah, we'll just see what Hawk does with those Banelings, and if he can micro them into the drone line and do tons of damage. But I mean, if those Roaches are out in time, then those Banelings are pretty much worthless, to be honest. And yeah, Hawk actually didn't scout, so he's looking for PsY, and yeah, seeing that there's no creep right here, he's going to be backing out of there. I think Hawk can safely assume that PsY is actually on this side, because he actually did scout on this side as well. And yeah, it looks like Zergling speed is coming up pretty fast for Hawk. And PsY not opting to get that Zergling speed, saving all that gas actually for those Roaches. And yeah, just in a little bit, yeah, there we go. He is producing 4 Roaches now. A bunch of Zerglings, and oh man, they're morphing in right at the base of his, right at the top of the ramp. But PsY, being so smart, actually bringing in an Overlord, and he's going to be able to spot this really easily. And he's not going to worry. He's not even going to move his drones, because the Roaches are now out, and he can take down the Banelings pretty easily. Yeah, Roaches pretty much destroy Banelings, and oh, a couple might get in the line. Nope, only one is going to get in the line, and that one Baneling won't be able to kill off the drones, though they are at very low health. But eventually, yeah, they'll be able to regenerate health, because PsY now does have his wall blocked off. And yeah, so far, both players are just kind of droning up. A little aggression was happening, and oh, did you guys see that? The layer pretty much going up at the same time for both players. I thought that was just kind of hilarious. But notice that vileHawk actually did have that gas a little earlier, so we'll see what kind of gas-heavy build vileHawk is going. I think a lot of people would be safely assuming that he would be going for Mutalisks, because he got that gas really early, way before the layer was even started, and PsY actually just got that pretty recently, and yeah, it looks like he's going for an evolution chamber. And yeah, PsY is definitely expecting some kind of air assault from Mutalisks, and wow, that is just really great saturation. Both players still haven't expanded yet, as you can tell, and yeah, a couple spines couple spines is coming out. Damn, I just can't cast. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, or actually Sunday afternoon, when the sun is out, but yet I'm inside casting StarCraft because I love this game so much. Anyways, if PsY sees this, which I think he's gonna float in an Overlord, if he sees all these spine crawlers up, he's gonna assume that Mutalisks are coming because that means the Zerg is teching up, and he doesn't want any units running by. So PsY's gonna be like, okay, he's turtling up, he's gonna get some kind of Mutotech. But if you look here, nope, he's going for really, really fast infestors. So yeah, Hawk is just kind of blowing people's minds, trying to trick PsY. And look at PsY is even getting a Spore Crawler, thinking those meteors are coming, but definitely not. It's actually going to be infestors, and we'll see how well Hawk will be able to use those infestors and micro them. And yeah, look at this Overlord, unfortunately, is going to go down. And yeah, there goes the hatchery as well. So Hawk getting the hatchery just a bit earlier, but a bunch of roaches are now on the way. I don't know if Hawk is going to spot this. He does. Yeah, he does actually have an Overlord right here, so he did see them moving out. So we'll see how Hawk is able to defend this. I don't actually. Where is the? Wow, he really has no units whatsoever on the field. If you look on the units tab, Hawk has 26 drones and 2 queens and about 4 spine crawlers. That's pretty much all he has against, what is this, 12 roaches. So yeah, that's a pretty big number of roaches. And yeah, now the Zerglings are out for Hawk, as well as a few roaches and the infestors as well. Jeez, great macro there. I'm utilizing all his minerals to bust out these units quickly. If we look in the production tab, looks like PsY is getting that missile 1, and looks like he's gonna engage as soon as that missile 1 is done. But he is getting tunneling claws now, and I don't think vileHawk Hawk does not have an overseer, so this could spell a lot of trouble if he's not aware of this tunneling claws. But do note that there is actually a cool animation on the roaches. You can kind of see the artwork. There's like little shiny spots on the back of the roaches when they do get that tunneling claw upgrade. So you can just pretty much see that. And it looks like vileHawk. I keep saying vileHawk. I don't know why. I'll just call him Hawk. But Hawk is moving out his spine crawlers into a more favorable position. And yeah, he got extremely early infestors, and now they do have enough energy to fungal growth. So yeah, this could spell a lot of disaster for PsY if he's not ready for this. But let's just see what he's gonna do. He does now have that +1. I don't know if yeah, Hawk doesn't have that just yet. Burrow is now going up, and looks like they're going to engage. And oh, PsY just saw all those spine crawlers and was like, oh man, that is not cool. Not cool, man. And PsY is now getting his expansion about halfway done. And oh, I didn't see that. Actually, looks like Hawk canceled his hatchery. And oh, this Overlord, is he gonna? He dropped a changeling. He did drop a changeling, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's gonna survive. It's really close. Oh my gosh, just barely getting away with about 5 health. And here are the tunneling cloud roaches coming in. And you can actually see this. Let's look at Hawk's screen. Yeah, you can see them moving underneath. If he's aware of it, but I don't think he really saw it. And PsY is gonna pick off the infestors, and 1 fungal growth does go off. So oh my gosh, these roaches are actually gonna go down. But notice that 3 of those infestors did go down. So right now Hawk is pretty behind, and there is no overseer. So PsY is going to be able to burrow underneath everything and just go right into the main. And let's see what he picks off. He picks off 1 roach, and he's going to pick off this queen. Oh, sad day for the queen. Looks like burrow is now up for Hawk as well. I don't know if he's really going to utilize that burrow. Nope, looks like he is not burrowing any of the roaches as they're getting weak. But yeah, here's a little cool animation on the back of the roaches when they do have tunneling claws. So that's pretty cool. That you can just tell by looking. And the overseer is now out as well for Hawk. So yeah, Hawk is looking pretty good, but note that there are 3 roaches in the back of the mineral line for Hawk's natural expansion. So PsY is going to be looking to do some crazy harass, some funky shit going on. Excuse my language. But anyways, looks like, yeah, I don't know if he's getting any more upgrades. Yeah, the second missile upgrade is going up for PsY as well. Let's take a look at the production tab. Yeah, more drones just coming up. Let's look at the harvester tab here. PsY is pretty far ahead right now, but yeah, Hawk is catching up. And oh my gosh, PsY creating 7 drones, so making a bunch of drones. And Hawk does have a lot of spine crawlers as well. So it's really going to come down to micro from both of these players. And yeah, so far, nothing too crazy going on. Both players are just droning up, you know, getting their economy into place. And yeah, we see an infestation pick going up for PsY as well, because he did see those early infestors. But note that Hawk did lose all 3 of his infestors in the beginning, so that actually dealt a lot of damage. But pretty similar right now on the units lost tab. Nothing too unusual. We see a second evolution chamber going up for Hawk as well, so he can get that armor upgrade for his roaches. And yeah, both players are just pretty much sitting at their base, doing nothing. And yeah, still haven't. PsY still doesn't have his Zergling speed. And at this point, you really don't need to use Zerglings. They're not really a good unit at this point. Basically, it's just Roach Infestor. And yeah, I don't know exactly. Oh, actually, we do see a corruption going down on the evolution chamber to delay that upgrade by just a little bit. I don't know if PsY is ahead. Yeah, PsY is way ahead in that upgrade, so it's coming up pretty. It's going to be finished pretty close. So PsY's roaches are going to be doing a bit more damage, and he does not have the +1 armor upgrade, so that's too bad. But note that the infestation pit is also researching pathogen glands, so we're going to see him producing a bunch of infestors right about now. Yeah, so you really wanna start making infestors when this is about halfway done, so you'll have infestors out right when the pathogen glands finishes. That's a pretty interesting thing. I have a bunch of people in my room. One person in my room. It sounded like there were a bunch of people. There's 2 people in my room watching me commentate, but
pretty lame.
It's pretty lame, yeah.
Pretty geeky.
Pretty geeky.
And you should get your hand off your penis.
And my hand is not on my penis. Anyways, Hawk is moving out. Sorry about that. Hawk is moving out his spine crawlers to be positioned in a better position. But look at Hawk actually. Hawk. He opted to go for Hydralisks, and I don't really agree with that. Really, Mass Roach does pretty good against Roach Hydra, especially with infestors. And just from the looks of it, actually, let's look at the army tab. Yeah, if you can see, PsY's army is actually a lot bigger than Hawk's, and I think that's really due to this gap in harvesters. Hawk really didn't macro as hard as he really should have. And look, PsY's expansion is pretty much done by the time Hawk's expansion is going up, and it looks like PsY is going for an attack at this third. Oh no, Hawk actually is forced to cancel. So yeah, Hawk isn't looking too hot right now. Hawk. And yeah, PsY has a lot of infestors. There's only 1 infestor for Hawk. And yeah, this doesn't look too great for Hawk. And Hydralisk, yeah, I really don't agree with the Hydralisk choice. He really should have opted to go just for Mass Roach. Hydra is just like wasted tech in ZVZ. I mean, maybe you'd go that if your opponent went Mass Mutas, but yeah, that's something you would scout. And obviously PsY did not go for Mass Mutas. And yeah, PsY's gonna actually look pretty good here with the 2-0 upgrades, but note that that Hawk actually has the 2-1, so his armor upgrade is up as well, and I don't know if PsY is opting to get that. Yeah, he's just getting that now, so they're gonna be pretty even on that, in that regard. Looks like a macro hatch is coming up for Hawk as well. But note that the second armor upgrade is going up too. Yeah, but from the looks of it, yeah, there's only 1 infestor for Hawk, and PsY just has he has 3 or 4 4 to 6 infestors. Actually, exactly 6 if I can count. I can't count apparently. But it looks like PsY is now moving out. And yeah, it was a pretty slow game so far. Only a little aggression in the beginning with some cute tunneling claw micro. And it looks like a big engagement is about to happen. Let's see if Hawk can actually make anything happen. 1 fungal goes down, 2 fungals go down, and 3 fungals go down, putting all these hydras at the back, pretty much doing nothing. And another fungal goes down for Hawk, taking down a couple of the roaches. And actually, this is a lot closer than I thought. And the hydras are now moving in, so yeah, another fungal going down, and really this is the deciding factor. See all these eggs coming down, those infested Terran pretty much do the same damage as hydras, and they're just going to be ripping through this army. And wow, Hawk pretty much got demolished by that army, so great play by PsY. Just because he had way more infestors, he was able to quickly demolish that army. Man, those infested Terran, they do quite a bit of damage. They have really fast attack speed as well. 0.86, so even less than a second. And yeah, Hawk is going to GG out of that. So yeah, this is the first game out of 4. I have a bunch more to cast, so stay tuned, guys. This is Hop StarCraft, and I'm going to be hopping off.